Welcome to the class of 2026. This will be information regarding your 2022-2023 incoming ninth grade course selections at El Capitan High School, presented by the Counseling Department. We will go over the El Capitan Counseling Department members, high school graduation requirements, A through G requirements, different course levels, the required course options in ninth grade, pathway and program sequencing, how to complete your course selections, and course selection resources and staying connected. So for our counseling department, we have 5 school counselors. I'm Ms. Picone. I work with students' last names A through CO.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Oliver. I work with last names CR through HE.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Ocampo, and I work with last names HI through ME.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Udvar-Haley, and I work with students with last names MI through SAL.
Hello, everyone, and I am Mrs. Moya, and I work with students with the last names SAM through Z.
Hello, I'm Mr. Quinones. I work with incoming ninth graders A through K.
Hello, I'm Mr. Carter. I work with incoming ninth graders L through Z.
All right, so now we're going to go over some high school graduation requirements. So things are different in high school than they are in middle school. In order to graduate, you need to complete all 220 credits that are required. In middle school, you can fail a class and continue to move on from 7th to 8th grade, 6th to 7th grade. In high school, you need to complete all 220 credits that are required. So over the 4 years, you'll be doing 4 years of social science or history. You'll be doing 4 years of English. You'll be doing 3 years of math, but we recommend and we usually put each senior in a 4th year of math. You'll be doing 2 years of science, a biological science and a physical science, and then there's a 3rd year that we have all of our students take at LCAP. You need a world language or a fine or performing art, so 1 year of a world language or 1 year of a fine or performing art. 2 years of PE. And so we used to have a PE exemption for students that played sports, but that is no longer available. So every student starting with this incoming 9th grade class will be doing 2 years of PE. And then there's 60 elective credits that are done throughout your 4 years here at LCAP. So those are a quick snapshot of the courses you'll be taking over the 4 years. And then for those of you that are interested in going to college, there's something called A through G requirements. So A through G requirements are what are required in order to get into a 4-year university in California, specifically a California State University like SDSU or Cal State San Marcos, and a UC university like UCSD, UCLA, UC Berkeley, all those schools. So it's similar, a little bit different than what's required for just graduation. So you'll notice that you need 2 years of history. So that'll be your 10th grade and 11th grade year is what's counted. It's world history and US history. You need 4 years of English, just like graduation. You need 3 years of math, just like graduation. And the reason we have everybody do a 4th year here at LCAP is because that's what's recommended by the universities. You'll also notice that you need 2 years of science for the A through G requirements, and they recommend a 3rd year, which matches up with our graduation requirements. This is one of the big differences. You need 2 years of the same world language. So you can't take 1 year of Mandarin and 1 year of Spanish. It has to be 2 years of the same language, and they recommend a 3rd. And you need a finer performing art. So 1 year of art. Again, if you think back to graduation a moment ago, it's a language or an art to graduate. To be eligible for a Cal State or UC, it's a world language and a performing art. And then 1 college prep elective. The other big difference between graduation and the A through G requirements is that you must get a C or better in order for the colleges to accept it as a passing grade. If you get a D in one of your classes here at LCAP, we give you the credit for graduation, but that does not fulfill the requirement for the Cal State or the UC schools. And just to note, these requirements are specifically for California State University and UC schools. Out-of-state schools and private schools may have different requirements. But for every school, every public school, the UCs and Cal States in California, these requirements are what are required.
Next up, I'm going to talk about required courses. So on the next slide, we're going to talk about understanding course levels. At El Capitan, we have college prep indicated with a C. That's the standard level of courses that meet a graduation requirement and UC A through G requirements. Honors classes are indicated with an H, which is an enriched course for students who want to challenge themselves academically. Honors courses are a bit harder and require extensive research and the ability to analyze and evaluate abstract concepts in depth. These courses also meet UC, CSU A through G requirements. They are indicated with an H in the course title. And then we have advanced placement courses, AP. These are college level courses that are offered here at El Capitan and taught by high school teachers. They follow a very specific set of curriculum in preparation for the College Board exam in May. So the classes that you are required to take as a freshman next year are English, either college prep or honors, social science, which is our history department. You will take world geography or AP human geography. Science, you will either take a college prep, space and earth science, or agriculture biology. If you choose to take the honors pathway, you can take honors biology, biology and community health, or agriculture biology, which is also offered at the honors level. The other required courses are math. You'll take integrated math 1, either college prep or honors, or integrated math 2 honors, along with PE. Every 9th grader will take PE. No other course covers the state required standard, so all 9th graders must be enrolled in PE.
I will be covering the different pathways here at El Capitan High School. We'll start off with the MedTech pathway. And if you notice here, we do have an honors pathway, or if you choose to start at college prep as a 9th grader, it would go up to honors level starting at the 10th grade. Please make sure that when we meet with you individually, you indicate to us that you are interested in the MedTech pathway so we can assure that you are registered for either honors level or college prep in order to get you prepared to be a pathway completer, which is a 4-year pathway here at El Cap. We also have a few other pathways that are part of our CTE, which is our career technical education. It's Project Lead the Way, which is a computer science pathway. And this one does require a 3-year commitment. Whether you choose to start your freshman year, if you have the opportunity in your schedule and something you're interested in, which means that you would have it year 1 as a 9th grader, 10th, and then you would complete the pathway during your junior year. You also have the opportunity to start this pathway at the latest your 10th grade year, just because you would still be able to complete it within those 3 years. We also have a residential and commercial construction pathway, also known as woodshop. This is the same like Project Lead the Way, where it is a 3-year commitment. Whether you start your freshman year, at the latest you could start is your sophomore year, and it is, like I said, 3 years, so you would have 3 classes. Lastly, for the pathways, we do have an agricultural pathway. This could be, depending on the pathway in ag that you choose, a 3 to 4 year commitment. The 4 different pathways in ag is either agri-science, mechanics, floral, or ag business leadership. If you notice here, this is pretty lengthy, which I'm not going to review completely, but please make sure that when we meet with you individually, you indicate to us that you want to be part of the ag program so we can review with you which pathway you're interested in ag, and we will make sure that we enroll you in the required course.
All right, now let's dive into our programs. So one program we have here is our GLLP, which is our Global Language and Leadership Program. So if you're a part of this program, each year you'll take one language course and one immersion course in the target language. So the immersion course that is required for 9th grade will either be theater in Spanish or theater in Mandarin. If you're triliteracy, that means you'll be taking 3 courses related to GLLP. So you'll be taking one language course, and the above course, and then an extra 3rd course would be in a language course in the other language that you are learning. Additionally, we have some really awesome leadership opportunities on this campus. Please note that there is an application that is required. So if you're interested in these opportunities, make sure you submit that. So one of them is ASB. Now ASB is available for all our 9th through 12th graders. You're going to help with dance and rallies and just really make really fun activities on this campus. And then there's also EC Crew. So EC Crew is all about community service and school climate. Again, it's available for all our 9th through 12th graders. So if you're really into helping create a positive campus, this might be for you. So the overall goal for these programs is to build a strong school culture through collaboration and leadership.
Course selection. Course selection, counseling staff will meet one-on-one with each student at the school sites of LCAP's feeder schools, which are LMS, TDS, LCC, and Verona Charter, the week of March 21st. Completed course selection sheets will be reviewed with counseling staff members and collected at that time. Please contact the guidance information specialist assigned to you by your last name for any changes, or the students at schools not listed above to submit course selections. As you see Mr. Quiones has A through K, and myself, Mr. Carter, has L through Z. Students with IEPs. Transition meetings will be taking place and appropriate adjustments to submitted course selections will be made. Students who will not be seeking a traditional high school diploma, they're working towards a certificate of completion, will have a course selection submitted by their special education department staff following the transition meeting. Please contact your middle school special education department staff with questions regarding your transition meeting date. Class schedules and start times. As you see, we have 6 classes is a full schedule. Some students should not need to take 7 classes to be eligible for a reduced schedule in 11th or 12th grade years. 9th and 10th graders will be scheduled periods 2 through 7. Approximate start time will be 9:30. Unless enrolled in support classes, special programs, or pathways required students to be enrolled periods 1 through 7, such as the GLLP program. Remember, we will do our best to accommodate similar start times for 9th grade students with siblings in grades 11 and 12.
Course selections, links, and resources. Presentation and student course selection dates. So student presentation, this recorded presentation was shared to the students at the feeder middle schools during the school day and will be posted on our school website. Student course selection dates, when you will be meeting with the counseling staff. If you're from Lakeside Middle School, we'll see you on March 22nd, Los Coches Creek on Tuesday, March 23rd, Tierra del Sol, Tuesday and Wednesday, March 23rd and 24th, and then Verona Charter will be determined. Parent and guardian webinar. So there's a Zoom link, will be Wednesday, March 16th at 6 p.m. So parents, please make sure you check in and you can ask questions and also get information. Course selection resources. All presentations and course selection resources will be available on the counseling website's course selection page. On that link right there, you'll have a choice of looking at the recorded student course selection presentation, the slide deck for the course selection presentation with active links, recorded parent and guardian webinar available after the webinar, and then slide deck of the parent guardian webinar with active links. Then also you can go to the counseling website by that QR code.
Staying connected with important notifications. The counseling office uses several modes of communication. One would be email. Another is remind.com. You can sign up for your Remind account right now by texting the number 81010 and use the code that's associated with your graduating class and the first letter of your last name. So for the class of 2026, if your last name's A through K, in the message of that text, you will put at EC 2026 A-K. If your last name is L through Z, in the message, you will put at EC 2026 L-C. For parents, please use at EC 26 parent as your code in the message. You can also follow us on Instagram at El Capitan Counseling. And parents, please do use the parents code for the notifications on remind.com, as we're limited as to the number of students for each of those codes. We are happy to have you at El Capitan High School. The first day of school is going to be on August 15th. We are excited. We hope you are as well. Be on the lookout for freshman orientation information, and welcome. You belong here.